Ashiwaju, does Ashiwaju really handle money? Not really. I would tell you I remember after I finished as governor, we used to have this staff at home. If you need anything, he would say, go and meet so and so. I said, how would I be collecting money from your staff? He said, that's where I collect too. The money of the world. I just wonder. Mr. Shetima knows that I will beg him. Before we went to Kano yesterday, I was begging him just to give me 2 million naira.
Hello my country people, don't bust out again. This matter na Tinubu wife, he don't use hand bring Tinubu back again to social media. Now this video make me know say Tinubu wife dey among the people they talk is there saying why Tinubu wife no dey talk to Tinubu make all this way they use as they make yeye for inside internet say he don't have enough. Now this video go know say Tinubu wife dey among who dey make a husband yeye for inside internet. He use the two leg come out today say all this one everybody dey talk about Tinubu, when Tinubu people dey talk about Tinubu left and right, say that the good thing wey Tinubu dey do na im make people dey follow Tinubu up and down, say Tinubu na very good man, he can do anything, can give anything. I come say, madam, you made mistake, can give anything. Meaning Tinubu will fit give also a life also. You make a life like that to somebody. The one wey you pay me pass my country people. He say Tinubu no get money, no dey use how dey tell money. He say himself when we wan ask Tinubu money, he dey ask say Tinubu I need money. Tinubu go say go meet this social person. Don't be say person make give money. You say how you go dey ask person money? You be my husband no give money. He say na so he dey do am. He say Tinubu no dey touch any money. He say they wan go Abuja for where they go Abuja. He wan ask am just you want to know wetin just like common just 2 million like they call 100,000 naira. Say you want to ask am just 2 million naira. Now abeg you come even beg am say abeg give me just 2 million naira because you go meet that person, can't go give am. He say so tey he can't even forget the money for house. Na Chetima na he come remember say sister the 2 million naira wey brother give you forget that for inside the na Chetima call like go give her the money. All these people don't see us finish. This kind of wey dey talk say money not dey bank again, new currency. Now he dey ask his husband just 200 million naira to go Abuja. Will you now at this now around, can you ask somebody, can your wife or your sister or your husband say you just ask say can I just get 200 million? You could just go to bank say cash cash, it not be transfer, we just give you. You see they just see us finish. Me na come listen the way when Raphael tell laughing, the journalist Raphael tell laughing, they say this matter in my country people. Tinubu, his wife Chetima, Bubu. I don't want to talk too much. Me na come listen as his wife and the rest of the video when you're the trend we not get break. We want try to say waiting with this now. How can you yourself you come out? Now your husband I see go one country in one state like that say he reach past that state and you can't tell us say your husband not get money. You don't see us finish Tinubu wife. Men I watch shall not be my matter take year round say the horses mask when they talk say your husband not get money. He not get, they give you just 200 million for just back of back of the share. So they give 2 million just. You can't even forget the money because the way you dey inside your pocket, you don't forget already. Abi? If you don't the way you dey your pocket is not too much, you know forget just 2 million. Like me, they give me 2 million. I say I forget that for table. You know say not possible now because my pocket, my bag, never full. Abi? Me na listen to what did the Raphael and the people to for inside this matter when you're the train they go. Now yeah, I reach show. I bet that to be your face they see us every time they walk out with the show, they run, they go. I bet not forget to follow us, like us, because election don't reach ground. Anytime they breathe all these videos, they come. And I be the first they see my country people. I salute on now. When I watch the rest of the video.
an own goal by promoting the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, with a tweet he shared of a northern businessman singing Peter Obi's praises. Bayo Ononuga's tweet, which has since been deleted, was prompted by a headline written by a Twitter user named Chimes, who posted the video of the northern businessman with the caption, "Peter Obi exposed. Finally, northerners who lived in Anambra while he was governor speak up. The man is not who some of you say he is." Well, Bayo Ononuga, without watching the video, reposted the tweet from Chimes with the caption, "We have said it countless times. Peter Obi is not who his supporters claim he is." Well, here's what the northern businessman had to say about Peter Obi.
What make me the like Peter Obi? The damn way they governor for this Anambra. Yes. Now only Peter Obi come our mosque. Okay. Come enter inside or the time where they do fasting. Yes. He goes take our mosque. Me what Peter Obi the chop. He cool 2 motor. Wow. For rice and everything. Wow. He come for our mosque. For this Oka mosque. Wow. Come chop for the time where we do fasting. That's why I like Peter Obi. Wow. Thank you.
Well, as the campaign of the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress progresses, his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, last week during a town hall meeting with people living with disabilities in Abuja, countered the belief of many who say that her husband, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is wealthy, affirming that his popularity is based on his compassion and generosity.
Asiwaju's secret is not about money, contrary to what people think. He's a very compassionate man. I can tell you that. And generous. There's nothing he cannot give. There's nothing he cannot give. Does Asiwaju really handle money? Not really. I will tell you I remember after I finished as governor, we used to have this staff at home. If you need anything, he will say, go and meet so and so. I said, how would I be collecting money from your staff? He said, that's where I collect too. If you like to, fine, and that is who he is. When they say he owns the money of the world, I just wonder. Mr. Shetima knows that. I will beg him, before we went to Kano yesterday, I was begging him just to give me 2 million naira. I begged at the end of the day, when he even gave me, I forgot it. Because it was Mr. Shetima who went to the house to pick it up for me. I packed it, but it was very late. Even today, if he had asked us to give you anything, if I have anything in my bag, maybe 150,000, that's what is there. But and I keep telling people, it's not about money. The crowd you see in the rally is not about money. It's somebody they believe that can give them hope in these trying times.
What can we say? We've always said it on the program, the campaigners or the people that are campaigning for Bola Ahmed Tinubu are doing more harm than good. I mean, Oluremi Tinubu was trending when that video came out, and also yesterday there was a story that came out that she said that her husband is not over ambitious. He's only trying to reap what he has sown over the years. Dr. Bati.
Well, first, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, or Senator Oluremi Tinubu, as she's otherwise known. Well, what do you expect? There is something in common law, family law, that is called the doctrine of the unity of spouse. And the basic principle is that wife and husband, in the eyes of the law, are considered a legal unity. So you can't expect that a wife will say negative things about her husband. Now, we've seen it with the example of Mrs. Abubakar, Mrs. Titi Abubakar. Yeah. We've seen it with the example of Mrs. Margaret Obi, going about with her. So it's because husband and wife, there's this presumption of unity between them. And what Mrs. Tinubu is saying is that, look, our husband does not handle money. You know, well, I mean, Tinubu is not like a Feni now. He's always boasting. He's always boasting that he will give people new notes. He will give people new notes. He's the only one who goes to a bank where they give new notes on a regular basis. He was still boasting yesterday.
Really?
But even
he couldn't provide new notes.
I studied his defense.
Don't worry, he may still perform. But some people, you know, don't even, you know, need to carry money about. And she says the man is compassionate, that he means well, that the crowd that you see at the rallies don't collect money. It's not about money.
It's not about money.
You know, and that even when she needs money, she had to ask the Shetimas to make money available. Ayo, please, let me know somebody that can give me, that can beg for 2 million too. The kind of 2 million I will collect and I will keep somewhere. And I will forget to spend it. That's the way it goes. As for Mr. Bayo Ononuga, you know, well, these mistakes happen. So I'm sure he will have learned his lesson from it. Next time he will be more careful. He will not be quick to retreat. Because when you retweet something, it's taken as an endorsement of that position. His goal was not to promote Peter Obi. You know, that could not have been the original intention. And then, of course, the governor of Benue State, who is campaigning for Mr. Peter Obi. Okay, that's one leg of the G5 who has made his choice public. You know, we don't know what the other G5 members will decide upon. The governor of Rivers, he is still keeping his own choice under the wraps, even if he says people of Rivers State should not vote for somebody who will kill him. They should not vote for somebody who will send him to jail. Why is he afraid? If he has not done anything that will warrant anybody to kill him or send him to jail. But these are individuals, you know, whatever their political beliefs, they also have the right to make their own choice.
Yes.
And so here publicly, we have Governor Samuel Otom saying he believes that Peter Obi is the right choice. And he was urging Igbos, the Igbo audience where he was, you know, to support their own man. Yeah. After all, they've complained about marginalization. Now is the time to vote for Peter Obi.
That was quite apt.
Maybe he was speaking out of excitement because he was being given a chieftaincy title, something Egejimba, whatever. I think Buruburu worldwide. Okay. You know, I hope he will add that to his
I'm sure.
There's election time.
Yes,
people are afraid to make their own choices.
Absolutely. Rufa, you've been cracking up. Please share with us.
Today is a laughing. I'm like laughing. At first, Ms. Oluremi said, she said, but she said her husband is not rich. The same husband that went to Osun that says richer than Osun State. Or should they play that video? It's the husband himself that said. So the same husband that claimed that it was his own bullion van that came. Anyway, somebody said two bullion van misroad. But it was the same husband that said the bullion van is mine. That is your money, is your money missing. So somebody that can have 2 bullion van. My generation has never even seen 1 bullion van.
It's not always that bullion vans carry money.
Okay, remember that was.
Sometimes bullion vans can carry bags of rice.
Okay. Or they can be empty.
It's pure water. Bullion vans carry pure water. So afterwards, they decided they would just borrow 2 million for Mrs. Shetima. Then Mrs. Shetima now has become CBN Abi. Where did she get the 2 million naira new note that she can just borrow? It shows how out of touch from reality these people are. In a country where 98% of the population, according to NDI says, don't have up to 500,000 naira in their bank accounts. He said she just borrow 2 million naira like that for, you know, as chicken fee in their pocket. So it speaks volumes of how out of touch people are. And like in street parlance, you see, what that person that posted that message did to Mr. Baron in the car is what they call Wagbola in the camp. What it means is that they tricked him. Can you imagine? He couldn't. He said he didn't know. He just retweeted. But is he not a journalist? Are these not the ones that keep saying that we are not professionals?
Exactly.
That say arise, journalists are not professionals. But they are the ones that can't even verify a story before they retweet.
I mean,
and when we ask now, they say, "Oh, veteran journalists and all of that."
No. It's a veteran journalist.
Okay.
And a distinguished one.
No, I'm saying
he's not functioning in this capacity as a journalist.
Okay.
He's functioning as a spin doctor.
Okay, it's called as a spin doctor. Okay, so spin doctor.
Don't let us take away from his distinguished career.
Okay, so now, doctor, but now that you have clarified that, So if he makes any inferences against our professional conduct here as journalists, I will take it that he's functioning as a spin doctor, not journalist. Because this person in question has casted aspersions on our professional conduct as journalists, denigrating us and berating us and saying that we are not journalists. And that's why I take exception to that, because the first fact of every story is for you to be able to verify before you put it out there. So why delete it afterwards? And you can just come out and own up that it's a mistake. Thirdly, the man that said he will support Peter Obi come what may based on his own ambitions, Governor Samuel Otom. You see, that's his choice, but please let us also remind you that he's actively doing anti-party activity. And anything he faces from there is anti-party activity, and nobody can save him when the PDP brings their big stick.
But he says he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind at all. So
no. I mean, at least he's been bold enough to be able to put his money where his mouth is. We are still waiting for Governor Wike to come out and use his chest and say, this is my candidate, I anoint him and endorse him. It's as simple as that. But the G5 is already in disarray.
It's now G4.
Okay.
All right.
Even the four is standing on one leg, because we don't know where the other governors who they align with. There's Governor Wayin, there's Governor Kwazu, there's Governor Makinde. Only Governor Wike has sort of just tried to say where he would be leaning towards, or we tried to guess where he would be leaning towards. But to be fair, as we have mentioned, Governor Samuel Otom is just one man. However, one must praise, particularly in this age where people are more focused on personal interest. When you, at least based on what he said, are more focused on the interests of the Nigerian people, even above your own personal ambition. I believe that when we have people come out to speak like this, it's worthy to be praised. We've just had conversations a few minutes ago with another candidate, whom a number of people are accused of serving his personal interests. So when leaders come up like this and can categorically say that I'm willing to, to sacrifice my personal ambition, it's worthy to be praised, because we do castigate them when they do otherwise. And then with regards to Senator Oluremi Tinubu, when I was watching that video very closely, I just couldn't imagine what the audience she was speaking to would be feeling. Don't forget that she was speaking before quite a vulnerable group in society. And when you want to speak to people like that during a campaign, you want to identify with them. In communication, you speak the language of the people that you're speaking to. However, when you're speaking to them and you have no touch with reality, with their reality, it is obvious when you make statements like this, and this is what pushes young Nigerians to being desperate for any opportunity to make money. Because if you can speak about 2 million naira in a country that's plagued with high poverty, it's sad to see that. So to me, I have only 150,000 naira. Some people cannot boast of that as a salary per month. What is the minimum wage in Nigeria? It's 30,000 naira. So you have 5 months' salary of the average Nigerian in your purse has changed. This is not reality. So unfortunately, he didn't do well. He actually made it even worse, what she said.
Very well said, Ayo.